invite everyone. The whole world, I know, is waiting. Make sure that your team is also part of this meeting. So, Mr. Jarrod, as I've said, I've already welcomed you. Welcome to Africa. The stage is yours. There's no time limit. You can have as much time as you want with your African family. We are so excited. We can't wait to learn from you.
Well, Vivian, thank you so much. I'm excited to be back with my African family. Welcome, everybody, wherever it is that you are streaming in from or logging in from. I happen to actually be here at our home in of course, in the U.S., in the States. But I'm excited. Why? Because, although many of us are in different parts of the world, we all happen to be connected through, of course, our dreams, our goals. And really, we get to be connected because of our vision. I often tell people that, your testimony tells me where you have come from. Your confession tells me where you are, and your vision tells me where you're going. And so tonight, this morning, this afternoon, wherever it is that you are actually watching, I'm really excited to get a chance to invest the next few moments with you, to really share with you and to talk to those of you that are logging in and logging on, to talk to you about something that really and truly matters, and something that connects all of us from around the world, which is our goals. Everybody type in the chat goals, Goals, goals. When I look at goals and I unpack and unravel goals, I can tell you that without a goal, ladies and gentlemen, you have no aim in life. And I don't have to tell you this. You are on here because you have a goal. When I look at that word goal, the acronym that I want to give you is one that I heard many, many years ago, that stands for Go Out and Live. GOAL. Go out and live. Go out and live. Goal. I look at goals and I look at dreams, I look at visions, and people oftentimes, they ask me, what is the difference between a goal and a dream? And it's very simple. The difference between a goal and a dream is a date that has been assigned. Write that down. The difference between a goal and a dream is the date, or a date that has been assigned and or established. That's the difference between a goal and a dream. Because most people, if we're honest, most people dream of having success. Did you hear me? Most people, if we're honest, they only dream of having success, but they never have a goal. They never have a plan for that success. And so they have a dream to be at the top of their company. They have a dream to be earning, $100,000 a year, or $100,000 a month, or $100,000 per week. But my question to each and every one of us is, what is the goal? See, a goal, ladies and gentlemen, requires for all of us to be accountable. A goal, ladies and gentlemen, requires for you to be accountable. Accountable to a date, accountable to a time, and listen to me, accountable to a person. Ladies and gentlemen, when myself and Vivian got together, we decided we were going to put on this event, this virtual event today. When it is that we assign, listen to me, a date and a time to it, it now requires, listen, some accountability. It required some accountability. Now, the reason why I want to use that as the circumference of our text today is because until she and I put a date on this particular event, it was just a dream. It was just in osmosis. It was just an idea or a thought that someday, one day we would do. The moment we put, listen, a date to it, the moment we assign a time to it, now it becomes a goal, an aim for us to go after and to achieve. And so I can tell you in my own life, in my own business, I've been an entrepreneur now, specifically in the direct sales profession. Some people call it direct sales. Some people call it multi-level marketing. Others call it network marketing. You'll hear people use the word relationship marketing. I've been doing this now for 18 years. I got started in 2004, August 2004, and I would love to tell you that I got started and my success, my accomplishments and my achievements came really quickly, but that would not be the truth. There's some people that get involved in our profession, get involved in our business that do get to success in a very short period of time. You know, and that word success, if we're honest, it's subjective. Success sometimes is subjective. Why do I say that? Well, Earl Nightingale said success is the progressive realization of a worthy idea. Write that down. Success is the progressive realization of a worthy idea. And so success to you or success today may be different for you in terms of how you define it tomorrow. We're still talking tonight, today, this afternoon, about goals and vision. When I got started in 2004, can you believe it? 18 years ago. I know I don't look it, all right? You know, money relieves stress, right? When you're stressed, it ages you. When you've got money and you've got peace, you got love, you got joy, unspeakable joy. The joy that I have, the world didn't give it and the world can't take it away. When you have joy, it gives you youth. But anyway, I got started, and ladies and gentlemen, it took me some time to get to a goal of mine, which was $100,000 a year. It took me some time. It took some time. And what I've come to understand when it comes to our goals always take time. Yeah. One of my goals was to get to $100,000 a year. $100,000 a year, if you really break that number down, is $8,333 per month. It is $8,333 per month. That was a goal of mine. And ladies and gentlemen, it became a goal of mine, watch this, because I saw, S-A-W, I saw someone else achieve and accomplish that goal in this profession. And it wasn't the money that I saw, it was, listen, the result of that money that I saw. And so the critical question that I want to ask you today is, what do you see? What is it that you see? Because the truth is incontrovertible. Jim Rohn says, malice may attack it, ignorance may deride it, but in the end, there it is. The truth is incontrovertible. Malice may attack it, ignorance may deride it, but in the end, there it is. What do you see? Do you see your goals? See my goals? I see my goals every single day. Look, this is one of my goals right now. One of my goals, and I see it every single day, is $10 million in earnings. $10 million. And guess what? I see it every single day. Why? Because I have it written down. It's a goal. I have it written down, and watch this. I see it every single day. Why is this important? Because you only will ever believe what you see. And so my question for you is, what do you see? Write this down. Keep in front of you what you want to get inside of you. Did you hear what I said? Africa, are you awake today? Keep in front of you what you want to get inside of you. What is your goal? You know, I want to not just talk about goals, but let me unpack goals. I'm now getting excited. It is 1:51 a.m. in the morning here in the U.S., and I wish we could have gotten started earlier, but we're here now. Why? We're here because the goal was set, and just because the goal was set, listen, doesn't mean the deadline will be met. Just because the goal was set does not mean the deadline will be met. Can I unpack that even more? Just because you set the goal, just because you have the date, doesn't necessarily mean you're going to hit it every single time. Let's mute the lines, Miss Maggie, if we can. Let's mute the lines, Miss Vivian, if we can. Let's mute all the lines. I want to have us a clear call. Now, I want to talk about goals real quick, and then I'll end with visions. I want to talk about goals real quickly, and then I'll end off with talking about vision. Let's talk about SMART goals. Yeah. Now, I want to talk about.
Sorry, I muted you as well by mistake.
No problem, no problem. I wanted to have the calls muted. Thank you so much. Thank you. Can you hear me okay? Am I coming through okay? Can you hear me? Can you see me?
Yes, we can hear you and we can see you.
Excellent, excellent. I can't see anybody. Everybody's got their camera off. It's amazing to me that now in modern day technology, or with modern day technology, whereas we can now communicate and see one another through the lenses of our phones or our screens, we still turn them off. And here's what I want you to understand. You cannot, oh God, I hope you catch what I'm about to throw. You cannot hide yourself from the marketplace and expect the marketplace to see you. You cannot hide yourself from the marketplace and expect for the marketplace to see you. T. Harv Eker said it this way, write this down. How you do anything is how you do everything. How you do anything is how you do everything. If you've got your cameras off, you've got your back office off. If you've got your cameras off, you may have your business off. If you've got your cameras off, watch this, you may have your mind off. If you've got your cameras off, you may have your miracle off. If you've got your cameras off, you may have your money off. If you've got your camera off, you may have your vibration off. Why? Because how you do anything is how you do every single thing. Imagine if you were the one who would have to wake up at 1 in the morning to give a training, to give a teaching, to give a lecture based on your life experience to people, whereas you've earned millions of dollars and you were not going to charge anybody. And you came up, you prepared, you took notes of what you were going to cover, what you were going to share, what you were going to teach. And you showed up for people and you showed up with your camera on. See, ladies and gentlemen, what I have discovered about most people is we, hear me, are either, listen, preparing for the future, Dorcas, or we are repairing our past. You're either preparing for the future or you're repairing for the past. Most of us, and I'm not getting on you, I just want you to understand why most people do not succeed. I want you to really get a clear depiction and understanding for why most people do not achieve their goals. Most people don't achieve whatever they have set out because they don't even, here it is, show up ready and prepare. I'm talking about SMART goals. The S in SMART goals and setting SMART goals, I want you to write this down. The S stands for specific. Your goal must be what? Specific. This is why this is a $1 bill and I have written on it $10 million. Why? It is a specific goal. It is not ambiguous. It is not hopeful. I'm not against hope, but hope and hope alone is not a strategy for success. Are you listening to me? Your goal must become specific and not a wandering generality. That is why, ladies and gentlemen, if you look at becoming a professional anything, you can look at a physician. Do you know they're doctors or people that become doctors, and they are what we call, listen, a general practitioner? If that makes sense to you, put 555 in the chat. If you ever heard of a doctor or a physician be referred to as a general practitioner or a general medical doctor, their practice is general. Yeah, they're a general practitioner, meaning they studied medicine. Yeah, they've gone to school. They have gotten their degree. They've done their residency. They've studied medicine, but they've studied it, hear me, in a general sense. So if you got a cold, or if you got COVID, or if you got a broken knee, or if you got something wrong with your eyesight, or you got something wrong with your hearing, you can go, listen to me, to a general practitioner. You can go to a general practitioner. Now let's do some homework right now, because I want to show you the difference between having a general goal and a specific goal. I want you to go to your internet right now, if you can. Go to Google, and I want you to type in, and I want you to report back in the comments, the average income per year of a medical doctor who is a general practitioner. So go to Google, type in average income per year, and do it in US dollars. I don't want to do it in Rand. I don't want to do it in Naira. I want to do it in US dollars. The average income of a general practitioner, a medical doctor, general practitioner. The average income yearly of a medical doctor, general practitioner. Write that in Google and come back to me with your results. Because I want you to understand there's a difference. Because a general practitioner, and y'all do that for me, because this is going to help us with our teaching tonight. But here's the deal. A general, when you are general with your goals, when you're general with your assignment, listen, you are known to be able to teach and train on a general of things. $221,490. That is what an average general practitioner who is a medical doctor earns. $221,000 is what the average income is. $221,000. If you understand that, if you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth, put 111 in the chat. Somebody wrote $191,000. It ranges between $191,000 to $247,000. All right. Thank you. $221,000. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right. So the general practitioner earns about $221,000. Now watch this. Many of us have heard of, hear me, surgeons. Jarrod, call me by my first name, Nnamdi. Yeah, I'm named after the first president of Nigeria, Nnamdi Azikiwe. Nnamdi is a Igbo name, which stands for my father is alive. All right, but let me come in closer. Y'all ready? Yeah, it ranges between 150 to 260. You've all heard of surgeons. Put 111 in the chat if you've heard of surgeons. A surgeon. What is a surgeon? A surgeon, listen, is someone who has decided that being a general practitioner is not enough. A surgeon decides that they are going to go to a whole nother level. A surgeon is someone that says, there is one specific part of your body that I will specialize and become a meaningful specific in. Yeah, a surgeon, when you go to see a surgeon, God, I hear you. You are oftentimes referred to a surgeon by a general practitioner. We're talking about goals tonight. The general practitioner will diagnose The general practitioner will evaluate. The general practitioner will give you their opinion, Dorcas, but then the general practitioner will refer you to a specialist, a surgeon. There happens to be a surgeon for the eyes. You know, there's a specific type of surgeon that only works with and only deals with, hear me, the treatment of your eyes. That surgeon is referred to, hear me, as an ophthalmologist. Ophthalmologist, not optometrist. An optometrist, Zuzu, is someone who is a general practitioner that can give you prescriptions for you to see better. Oh, I'm coming around the mountain. Yeah, I come. But an ophthalmologist who is a specialist, a surgeon, not only prescribes or not only gives you a prescription, but an ophthalmologist, here it is, can perform surgery to correct your vision. All right, now you got it. Let's go into Google. Type in the earnings of an ophthalmologist. Yeah, not optometrist, but an eyeball surgeon or an ophthalmologist. Oh my gosh. Did you see that? The average, did y'all see that in the chat? The average income. Oh, this is good. Come on, put it in the chat again. I just saw it. The average income of an ophthalmologist who is a surgeon that does not specialize on treating or surgery in your ears. No. An ophthalmologist does not perform surgery on your feet, on your nose, on your arms, but an ophthalmologist performs surgery on your eye. And when you see what the highest paid ophthalmologist earnings are, it jumps from the $100,000 range to $314,000 a year. An ophthalmologist. I want you to go into Google now, and I want you to type in the highest earnings of a medical surgeon, and I want you to report back the numbers. I want to show you the difference in levels of being a wandering generality versus a meaningful specific. What is the earnings of the highest paid surgeons? So type it into Google. What is the earnings? What are the earnings annually? What are the earnings yearly of a surgeon, a medical surgeon? Type that in Google and report back. Thank y'all so much. Y'all are a wonderful class. You see how interactionary we are, even though you have your phones off. Your cameras off. I know some of you have your cameras off because of the network. Some of you have your cameras off because of your makeup. Some of you have the cameras off because you're laying down somewhere because you weren't ready. But that's okay. This will be the last time you are a wandering generality. All right, here we are. Y'all ready? The income. Look at that. Over $800,000 per year. Romana, it's over $800,000 per year. Above $550,000 a year is what a surgeon makes. Listen to me. And they don't even have to be the best surgeon. Look at this. Thank you, Dorcas. Dorcas put in, she laid it out. A neurosurgeon, $875,000 a year. Okay. Plastic surgeon, $539,000. Oral surgeon. See, oral surgeon, that's for your mouth. They make $538,000 per year. Oncology, $516,000 a year. Cardiology, cardio for your heart, $527,000. Do you see the dichotomy, the difference in the income? Why is there such a big leap? Because you go from being general with your goal to becoming specific with your goal. Somebody says, I want to be a neurosurgeon. Lady, Pauline, you are looking at a neurosurgeon in network marketing. Why? Because our income, when you get to this level, is in, hear me clearly. Is my mic on? Can y'all hear me? At this level, our income is in, here it is, the tax bracket of a brain surgeon, but we have the work hours of a substitute school teacher. Shucks. Did you hear me? Our income is in the tax bracket of a brain surgeon, but I have the work hours of a substitute school teacher. Why? Because it was a goal of mine. And so now all of that I just shared is my introduction. But the first S, when it comes to SMART goal, it has to be specific. You have to set real numbers with real deadlines for your goal. You don't want it to be a goal. Don't say, I want more. Just wanting more is not enough. It has to be measurable and it has to be specific. So in a SMART goal, the S stands for what? Type it in the chat. Specific. It is specific. It is written out. It is specific. Specific enough for you to be able to see it. The book of life, the Bible says, write the vision plain on tablets so that those that see it may run. Maybe, just maybe, the reason why you have nobody running in your business right now is because they don't see anything. And they don't see anything because you haven't written anything. Oh God, they don't see anything because you haven't written anything. Nobody's running because nobody's seeing. Nobody's seeing because nobody's writing. Nobody's writing because there's nothing specific. So the S stands for specific. The M, are y'all ready? Okay, let me calm down. Am I boring you? You guys are bored. Okay, let me wrap this up. Let me go ahead and wrap this up. Carol, my English is not that. Okay, I understand. I'm using my American English. Maybe I need to use my African English. This is boring you. I get it. Okay. All right. Is it boring, you guys? Are you guys still with me? If you're still with me, everybody say hey in the chat. Say hey. Say hey in the chat. Okay. All right. The M, we're talking about SMART goals. SMART goals. M stands for measurable. Okay. Make sure your goal is trackable. If I cannot trace it, I cannot trust it. Write that down. If you cannot track your goal, you cannot trace your goal, we cannot trust your goal. See, my goals, listen to me, my goals are written. My goals are written. I have written goals. You guys can see that. I have written goals. My goals are written. This is my 2023 calendar, and at the front page of my 2023 calendar are my written goals. Why? Because in order for people to run, they must see. In order for people to see, you must write. In order for you to write, you have to be specific and you have to be measurable. Are you listening to me? All right. So how do I state my goals? See, the way I state my goals, and I'll come back to this in a moment, is I am so happy and grateful now that I am. I am so happy and grateful now that I am. That's how I state my goals. So you see this goal here of $10 million? I am so happy and grateful now that I have earned $10 million by the date that I set forth. And ladies and gentlemen, not only do I have it written down, but I say this goal. Now, this sounds crazy. I know. I understand. I know this sounds crazy. Somebody has their phone unmuted. Please mute your phone. Please mute your phone. If we can mute everybody, that'd be great. If we can mute everybody, that would be great. Thank
I
you so
will
much.
do so. And you'll just be muted again, and I'll just make sure that people cannot unmute themselves after this.
No problem.
You should be able to unmute yourself now.
I can. Okay, thank you so much. All right, y'all ready? Oh, and I can share screen too. Woo, y'all in trouble today. All right, I'm getting warmed up. Y'all still with me? Y'all still with me? Okay, here we go. So I state my goal every single day. I state my goal every single day. I repeat my goal every single day. I am cognizant with my goal every single day. I read off my goals. I've got my goals that I say every single day. And when I say every single day, I'm talking about every single day. Just like you brush your teeth every single day, just like you take a shower or bath every single day, just like you eat every single day, I repeat my goals out loud. I declare my goals. To declare, to decree means to state, to write out a declaration. I do it every single day. All right, so measurable. Make sure your goal is trackable. You've got to be able to track your goal. If your goal is to get to, $10,000 a month in volume or $100,000 a month in volume or whatever your rank goal is in your company. See, this is why we have ranks in network marketing, so that you have a goal to go out and live. The A stands for attainable. Attainable. Work towards a goal that is challenging but possible. Don't try to take over the world in one night. You are not going to go from where you are today to tomorrow and accomplish what Vivian has accomplished in this business. It doesn't work that way. How was Rome built? Rome was built one day at a time. How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. You must have an attainable goal. I love when people tell me, oh, I'm going to become a multimillionaire. Great. Wonderful. On your way to becoming a multi-millionaire, you need to become a multi-thousandaire first. Can we get you to multi-thousandaire status? Can we get you there first? What is attainable for you this month? The month of January. What is attainable for you this month? That's what the A stands for in SMART. Then the R stands for realistic. Be honest with yourself. You know what you and your team are capable of. Some of you realistically need to set a goal to enroll a new customer. Just one new customer. You hadn't enrolled anybody in the last 3 months, 6 months. You're talking about you're going to enroll 1,000 people this month. That's not realistic. Set a realistic goal that you can be held accountable to. You can hold yourself accountable to, and someone else, your coach, can hold you accountable to. Forget any hurdles you may have to overcome, but it has to be realistic. What is a realistic goal that you can set? And then T. The T stands for give yourself a deadline. We talked about this. Give yourself a deadline. Don't keep pushing towards a goal you might hit someday. Oh, when are you going to get the goal done? Oh, soon. Ladies and gentlemen, soon is not a date on anybody's calendar. When a woman gets pregnant and she's ready to conceive the baby, the doctor will give this woman a due, here it is, date. Yeah. Why do they give you a due date? Because the doctor wants the mother to know that at this date and or around this specific date is when you must be ready, listen to me, to push. Yeah. When a woman gets pregnant, she has to go through trimesters. Any mothers in the house, put 555 in the chat. And you guys correct me if I'm wrong, because as you can tell, I'm a man, a biological man, and men, albeit this world has now changed and tries to change the definition of men and women. men, biological men, don't give birth. But all the mothers in the house, put 555 in the chat. The greatest gift to a man is a woman. A woman is a man with a womb man, a woman. Only a woman can give forth life. Only a woman can multiply something. Only the woman can give birth. And this is your season to give birth. Shout out to all the mothers. But the mothers will tell you from the time they become with child, from the time a woman discovers she's pregnant, something, oh God, I hear you, that has continued to happen in her life. There's a period of time that happens every single month that comes that the moment she becomes pregnant, that period stops. It is an indication that something new is coming. Where there was once a period in that woman's life, now becomes a comma. Ooh, I'm saying something that you probably ain't catching. When man puts a period on your life, when man puts a period on your story, when man puts a period on your success, when man puts a period on your accomplishments, only God can turn a period into a comma. A comma means there's a continuation. A comma means there's another part. A comma means that everything coming after is bigger and better than what was before. Is there anybody in the house tonight that says, my life doesn't have a period, it has a comma? There's more, there's more, there's more, there's more, there's more. But a woman, a mother will tell you that her period stops showing up because it's an indication that new life has begun. Once that woman now goes and does the test and says, I am with child, she begins, here it is, to prepare for the birthing. She begins to prepare, listen to me, goal setters. She begins to prepare, oh God, and starts having conversations with the man and the people connected to the new life coming. Can I speak? Oh God. Can I stop for a moment? I didn't even mean to go this far. I don't know what's going on today. Isn't it amazing that when she finds out she's pregnant, she doesn't go to the internet. She doesn't go to Facebook. She doesn't go to Instagram. She doesn't go to YouTube to announce I'm pregnant. What she does first is goes to people that are close to her to tell them, I am expecting. She tells the father, baby, we are expecting. She may go tell her mother, we are expecting. She may tell a father or sister or people that are close to her that she is now expecting. Everybody type in the chat, I'm expecting, I'm expecting, I'm expecting. Why? Expectation is the breeding ground for a miracle. Did you hear me? Expectation is the breeding ground for a miracle. You cannot receive a miracle without expectation. It's going to be a miracle for you to have the income of a brain surgeon. It's going to be a miracle for you to have the income of a brain surgeon with the work hours of a substitute school teacher. Therefore, you must expect it. Oh, I'm expecting, I'm expecting. So she has the conversation with the people closest to her that are connected. Write this down. Who you are connected to is taking you somewhere. Now I'm transitioning from goals, and now I'm talking about vision, and then we're done. Because I know I'm boring you tonight. I'm boring you this morning. You've got to get out of here. You got to go do other things. I understand. I appreciate the time you've given me, but I know you got to go. But here's the deal. Who you are connected to is taking you somewhere. Yeah. The Bible says, it says it this way. The Bible says, not only who you're connected to is taking you somewhere, the Bible says, if the blind leads the blind, they both go in to the ditch. If the blind lead the blind, they both go into the ditch. What does that say to us? It says to us that you could be being led by a leader that is blind. It is possible to be led by a leader that is blind. That leader must come see a surgeon, an ophthalmologist that can perform surgery to correct their vision. Vision is what you see. God, vision is what you see. That's why you hear people talking about visionary leadership. See, Vivian has vision. Vivian has vision. It's called visionary leadership. A person being able to see where they're going, because everybody seems to be going somewhere, but a lot of people are going nowhere really fast. A lot of people, a lot of leaders are going nowhere really fast. Yeah. So the woman, the mother, the new expecting mother, when she discovers she is with child, although, listen to me, nobody on the outside can see she's with child, she knows that she is now carrying new life that although you can't see, here it is, she can feel. Oftentimes, ladies and gentlemen, when you have a goal, and most importantly, when you're ready to give birth to a vision, there is no physical signs of it showing. There must be an internal awareness and feeling and knowing that you are with child. Are you listening to me today? So the woman tells her husband, the woman tells her man, the woman tells her mate, hey, I'm with child. And he asks her, really, baby, how do you know? She confirms to him that not only is she, here it is, late. I was late. That's what the mother says. I was what? I was late. Something that always came on time. Something that showed up every single month at the same time now was late. And because it was late coming, I realized that there was something else that had come in its place. And because of that, I went and took a test. Listen to me. Oh God, write this down. Write this down, please. A faith that has not been tested is a faith that cannot be trusted. Did you hear me? I hope you clip this one. Post this on social media. A faith that has not been tested is a faith that cannot be trusted. Yeah. In other words, I don't really know if you're pregnant simply because you're late. Because there's sometimes a woman can be late and not pregnant. She may be stressed, and stress can cause you to be late. She may have a hormonal imbalance, and that can cause you to be late. What determines and give us reference for if she is indeed pregnant is not that she's only late, but she's been tested. Some of you, your vision coming to pass, $100,000 a year, $1 million a year, a new house, a new car, making your annual salary in a weekly deposit. It's late, But I don't know if it's late because it's coming on. I don't know if it's late because you're expecting to give birth to it. I don't know if it's late until I know if you've been tested. A woman will go confirm that she's with child by taking a pregnancy test. Yeah, she will take a pregnancy test to confirm her suspicion. The test will come back positive or negative, and if it comes back positive, she will then go to a physician. What's the woman physician you go? Come on, ladies, mothers. What's the name of the physician you go to when you're expecting you're pregnant? You go to what do y'all call that physician? Come on, type it in the chat. Come on, y'all. I'm not a mother. I don't know. You type it. Oh, there it is. What is it? What is it? A oh, shucks. A gynecologist. I knew it. I just wanted you to type it. Make sure you're staying with me. The woman goes to the OBGYN, a gynecologist, to what? Confirm the test. In other words, I'm expecting, right? I'm late. I've taken a test. Meaning I've got my goals written. I've taken the test. People have quit the business. Shucks. I've taken the test. People have joined other businesses. I've taken the test. People have rejected my business. I've taken the test. People have joined the business and then quit the business and sent their products back. I've taken the test. My business has gone up and come down. I've taken the test. My leaders have left me. I've taken the test. The compensation plan has changed. I've taken the test. I've gotten into arguments and disagreements with my sponsor and to my upline. I've taken the test. The owners I don't feel care about me. I've taken the test. My volume used to be this number, but now it's down 20%. My volume is down 30%, 50%, 60%, 80%. I've taken the test, but I need to make sure and get confirmation that what I see on this test is indeed a testimony. So the woman goes to a professional. The woman goes to someone, here it is, that specializes in new birth delivery. The woman who is now carrying, although she cannot see the child and nobody else can see, she goes into the doctor, to the OBGYN, to the gynecologist, the specialist, the surgeon that can see and confirm her suspicions. And the gynecologist comes back and says, you are indeed pregnant. And watch this. Here's how specific. Oh God, we keep coming back to this specific thing. The gynecologist will not only confirm you're pregnant, but she will tell you a specific date of how far along you are. Oh, baby, congratulations. You are now 6 weeks pregnant. Oh, congratulations. You are 4 weeks pregnant. Congratulations. It looks like you are 6.5 weeks pregnant. Congratulations. Everybody type in the chat, congratulations. Congratulations. You're 3 weeks pregnant. Come on, type in the chat, congratulations. Congratulations. Yeah. We're confirming, yeah, you are indeed further along than what you thought. Congratulations. You are 2 years. You're 2 years pregnant. Yeah. You're two, it seems like you're 3 years in. You're 3 years. Congratulations. You're 4 years in. Congratulations. You're 5 years in. Congratulations. Yeah. I want to confirm as the resident gynecologist, I am here to confirm as the OBGYN of your network marketing business, you are now pregnant. All right. So now she leaves. She leaves, and there's an appointment set up for her to come back. You notice that? When the gynecologist sends you away, they tell you, okay, do this, do that, do that. They give you some postnatal vitamins and some things you need to do and some things you need to take. And they tell you, here it is, when to come back. That's what a good coach does. A good leader does. They'll give you a set of instructions to do. Here it is, in your first trimester. See, the vision is for an appointed time. The vision is for an appointed time, meaning there's a time pointed towards the vision. Although the vision may tarry, meaning the vision, although it may not come to pass right away, it will come to pass. So the gynecologist will send you away and tell you it's a date for you to come back to check in. That may be every week. That may be every 2 weeks. And if you are a late term, or if you are a what they call a high risk pregnancy. See, my wife got pregnant at 38. She got pregnant at 38. She got pregnant at 38 years old. My wife, she got pregnant at 38 years old. And her gynecologist, her physician told her, you are considered a high risk pregnancy. Why? Because you're getting pregnant later on in life. Some of you are you are a high risk pregnancy for success. Why? Because you are now pregnant later on in life. You're not pregnant in your 20s. You're pregnant in your 30s, in your mid 30s, in your 40s, some of you in your 50s. Some of you, you're pregnant and it has nothing to do, listen to me, with your physical age. It has everything to do with your mental age. Yeah. And so because she was considered a high risk pregnancy, we had to go see our physician weekly. Yeah. We had a weekly visit with our physician. Every single week we had to show up for her to check. Every single week we had to show up for her to see. Every single week we had to show up for her to diagnose. Every single week we had to show up to get an overview. Every single week we had to show up for her to let us know what the progression is and was of our son. We were pregnant, here it is, during the pandemic. We found out we were pregnant. November 2019. Yeah, we found out we were pregnant. November 2019. The pandemic and the world the pandemic hit and the world shut down in March 2020. So we found out November 2019, going to the doctor. We took the test. My wife comes to me with the test with tears in her eyes saying we're pregnant because we have been trying for 6 years and could not get pregnant. We could not conceive. She had cysts on her ovaries. She had cysts on her ovaries. She had fibroids on her ovaries the size of grapefruits. She had 6 different, oh God, I hear you. She had 6 of them. I don't know who this is for. She had 6 of them on her ovaries, the size of grapefruits. And we were married, we were excited, we were ready to start working on our son. Because I had been prophesied to years prior that I would have a son. I had my daughter and didn't have a son. So I knew I was going to have a son because I believed the word that was spoken. So my wife and I, we got married and we started working on our son. First year, couldn't have him. We went into the doctor, they checked everything and there was nothing wrong. We said, oh, you're fine, you can conceive and there's nothing wrong. We kept trying our 2nd year, 3rd year, 4th year, 5th year, and they discovered in the 4th year that she had these grapefruit size blockages on her ovaries. They had to operate and do surgery to remove them. So they go in and they operate, they remove them. so we could give way for her to be able to give birth. After they removed them, we had to wait a whole year for her to heal and be healthy enough to give birth. Some of you, there's some people that are blocking you from getting pregnant. There's unforgiveness that's blocking you from getting pregnant. Others of you, there's laziness that's blocking you from getting pregnant. Some of us, we are the ones blocking ourselves from getting pregnant. And there's surgery that must be taken to remove the grapefruit size blockages, the cysts from the ovaries. We came back a year later after the healing to discover that they had actually grown back. This is year 5. And there's nothing more sad than to look in a woman's eyes that wants to be pregnant, that cannot. And I would look into my wife's eyes as we would try, and she would be sad. Every single month, a period was put on her. Every single time the period showed up, she would be sad because she knew there was no new life. It dampens your relationship. It dampens your marriage if you allow it to, because now frustration shows up. If you're not careful with frustration will turn into sadness, and sadness will lead into depression. And when you're depressed, you want to quit. That's what happens in our business. Oftentimes, I've discovered, is we go from frustration with people to saddened by people's actions, to depressed by what people have said and done to us. And then we want to quit the activity that will lead to the pregnancy. So we quit the activity because, y'all adults, y'all are grown. We quit activity. We quit our activity because it was so sad for her to go through the activity knowing that she wouldn't be able to get pregnant. And after a while, she went to an event and she met some people. They told her, well, start to seek for supernatural help. Start to seek for supernatural help. And so she did. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm closing here. Every single morning. See, there are times in life, and I don't want to offend anybody. I'm not here to preach to you. I'm not here to give you religion. I'm just sharing my testimony of success and conceiving. She every single morning, she started praying. Every single morning, I would hear my wife every single morning. She would be in the bathroom praying that God would remove the cysts and open up her birthing canals. And she would be declaring it every single morning. I would wake up and I would hear her talking to the Father every single morning. She would be declaring. Every single morning, she would be calling forth our son. We had named him. You gotta know how ridiculous you look and how crazy you sound to the world, calling on something and calling on someone that is not even here. And she would be saying, Aiden, Mommy's coming for you. Aiden, come on. And Aiden, that's my son's name. Aiden stands for little fire. We named him Aiden Nkwachi. Nkwachi means God's promise. Because God promised us we would give birth to a son. And so every morning she would wake up and she'd be calling him and saying, Aiden, come. You know, mommy and daddy are waiting for you. Come. And I would think she was crazy because there was no activity going on. And she was just speaking this. And I'm like, man, we got to get the activity going if we're going to get Aiden. But she just kept calling him every morning and praying every single morning and reaching out to him every single morning. And I started to see the change in her. I started to see the sadness clear up. I started to see the hope in her come out. I started to see the faith in her build up. I started to see her passing the test. And we went back to the doctor for a checkup, and the doctor says, there's no more cysts. We don't see anything. We don't see the cysts that were once there, that are grown back, they're no longer there. Y'all are free to go at it. You're free to do the activity. And my wife would get excited, and every single day, you know, we would do the activity. I ain't never been this active in my life. Every single day she was active. She ready to get it on. I mean, when we ovulate, when we're not, when you see it, ladies and gentlemen, you start getting active. See, the reason why you're not active, your faith ain't built. The reason why you're not active on social media, the reason why you're not actively posting, the reason why you're not actively calling, the reason why you're not actively calling that thing that be not as those that were, because you're not expecting anything. When you start expecting, you start experiencing. When you start expecting, you start speaking. When you start expecting, you start going. When you start expecting, nothing and no one gets in the way of you doing and you speaking and you putting forth the effort. Then she came to me in November and says, I'm pregnant. She did it because she had been late. She took the test and came to me, showed it to me. We went and showed it to her mom, and we're pregnant. We went to the doctor. They said, oh, it's a high-risk pregnancy. You're 38. And me fast forward the tape. I used to, oh God, I'm sorry, y'all. This was not a part of the training. Jesus. I used to, when we were going through this process, because her faith was so high, she increased my faith. So we would sit down and we'd be talking about Aiden. As my daughter named him when she was 5 years old. His eldest sister, Chandler, named him when she was 5 years old. She said, can we call my brother, can we name him Aiden? That's where we got the name Aiden. Yeah, these are my two babies right here, Aiden. That's Chandler, and that's Aiden. Chandler Sade, that's her Nigerian name. Nkwachi is his Nigerian name. But me and Aiden. So before Aiden got here, I would practice that Aiden would be here. I used to have they told me I got to drink a lot of water and be healthy. So my water bottle, I would pretend when me and my wife would be talking about Aiden during the day or at night or whatever it was, I would pretend that my water bottle was Aiden. And there's a picture of it on social media, but I would pretend that was Aiden. And I would be rocking my little water bottle. To the outside world, it looked crazy. But I'll be rocking my little water bottle saying, this is my son. This is how I'm gonna hold my son. This is when my son gets here, when we give birth to my son, I'm gonna hold him like this. Like, yeah, you know, my little man. And I would practice what it would feel like to have my son. I would practice what it felt like to carry and hold him. And so we went to the doctor, and the doctor says it's high-risk pregnancy. So we had to check in every single week. And it's expensive. Oh gosh, it's expensive to check in every single week. But we would check in every single week. And came time to give birth. Came time to push. P-U-S-H. Everybody type push in the chat and I'm done. Push stands for positive until success happens. Push. Positive until success happens. Prayerful until success happens. Prospect until success happens. You must push. Hey, God, you got to push. So we went in. She knew it was time to push, and here we were in the delivery room, mommy and daddy. 7 pounds, 7 ounces later, watch this. On her 39th birthday, she gave birth to our son. They shared the same birthday. On her 39th birthday, God, she gave birth to a healthy baby boy named Aiden Nkwachi Wilkins Agomo. And so, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not here to tell you I've got all the answers or I've got the solutions to everything, but I know what I know. What I know is you got to have smart goals. You have to have a vision for where it is that you're going. That being said, it is my hope, it is my prayer that you decide to push. Vivian, thank you so much for having me on. I am so deeply sorry that the time didn't allow us to start on time, but my goal and our goal to do this call, although it was late.
My goodness, thank you, thank you. I'm still taking notes. You didn't waste our time. A time with you, it's never wasted. Thank you so much. I am so excited and inspired to do more. I see the messages. Unfortunately, we could only take 100. We couldn't take more than 100 people. So that's why we only had, I think, a maximum of 95. But we were live as well on our YouTube. I'll also connect on our TV channel. I've also invited leaders from different network, leaders that are not in my team, because I believed, I know you very well. I know that no one can ever be under your anointing and remain the same. Beautiful people, I don't know about you, but this is what I took out of this training. You are the blockage to your success. It's entirely up to you. Have that vision and make sure that that vision is measurable. Do not stop the activities that you were doing. And I like what he said. The reason why you are stopping the activities, the reason why you are stopping what got you to where you are today is because your vision is not clear. And it's because you're not expecting anything. You don't have any expectation. But we all know that network marketing works. I'm going to talk to those who are in a product space, because I see many of you think a product space is saturated or it is outdated. And as a reason, we have stopped the very same thing that made us who we are today. So teammates, I just want to encourage you that let's go back to the drawing board. We know what got us to where we are today. Those activities, go back to those activities. And you need to have expectation. It is biblical as well. When you pray to God, you are expecting something from him. You don't pray because you have to pray. We pray because there's an expectation. And that expectation is an answer. We're expecting him to answer. So the same thing with our business, have expectation. But you can't have expectation without activities. You can't expect an answer without praying. So you can't expect your business to do well without expectation. The only way you can do well in 2023, listen to me, is to take your business seriously. Treat it as a profession. If we believe that this is a profession, I believe we should treat it as such. Show up. If meetings such as this are organized, I'm expecting all the professional networkers to show up. Show up. You're losing nothing, but there's more to gain. We have to do our business differently in 2023. We cannot do our business like we used to do in 2022. You're winning by luck. We are not going to win by luck. We're going to win by the work. We're going to put in some work. We're going to attend the activities. And not only attending, meetings. Sorry, I meant meetings. Not only attending the meetings, but we're going to do the activities. We're going to apply what we have learned today. I'm expecting all of you to show up today. Show up, those activities, those meetings, the very same thing that made us. It's the very same thing we're going to do today. If it means we do it differently, so be it. I said this to my team last week. The only way or the only thing that will differentiate us from the rest is innovation. Innovation and innovation. Do your business differently. Innovation, it doesn't mean you don't do the work, you don't do the activities. So, Mr. Jarrod, this is a plea from me. Can we do it once a month? If that's okay with you, I'd like to have you once a month. I'd like to have you talking to all Africans. By the way, it's not only my team that is here, but it's leaders from different network marketing. We want to do this every month. If we want to do it every month with him, just type 333, please. If you want to have him every month, different topics, and yeah, just type in 333. All right, we're going to have him every month. He's a good friend of ours. He loves Africa. We need to have him every month, but every month when we come back, meaning you have 3 weeks to do the work, to do the activities, we need to come back and show him the results, that we are better. We are better people. We're doing our business differently. I want to see more millionaires coming out of the African continent. Africa is the new economy. We are changing the narrative. All right, we're going to show the world that Africans can do network marketing better. We can do it better because we know it. I mean, if there is a continent that should do network marketing better, it's Africa, because we understand the principle of network marketing, which is derived from the term Ubuntu. I am because of we are. Sharing comes natural to us Africans. We cannot have Europeans, Asians coming to our continent to teach us who we are. We should be doing network marketing better because it is derived from us, Ubuntu, sharing. It's something that comes natural to us as Africans. So, boss, thank you so much for your time. I promise you, in 3 weeks or 4 weeks' time, when you join us again with a different topic, I'll touch base with you offline. We will be better. I am a better person, and I am inspired to do more. I am inspired to touch the lives of our people in a different way. All right, Maggie, you've been awesome. My leaders, you've been great as well. I had an awesome time. Let's go out there and apply what we have learned here.
Sorry,
we
Vivian?
can never be the same. I'm saying thank you so much. You've been awesome.
Before you sign off, don't forget the masterclass.
Oh yeah, we have the masterclass. You can take them through with Maggie. You can tell them the date. When is it? We also have the masterclass. When is it, Maggie? The first week of February, hey?
Yes, on the 4th
So
of February.
if there's one thing that we should do better as well, this is what I've said. Let's attend meetings. The meetings are designed to make you a better person. The meetings are designed to help you and your team. It is not for me, but it is for you and your team. So I will be sharing the details of the masterclass on my Facebook and Instagram. Please attend. And every month, I expect you to attend such meetings. I'll have different leaders from different companies. Mr. Jarrod will be one of them. So please, beautiful people, do yourself a favor. This year, never miss a meeting that is meant to grow you, a meeting that is meant to grow your team. All right, that's it from me. I love you all, and thank you for being patient with us. Over to you, Maggie.
Thank you so much, Vivian. Thank you so much, Jarrod. You know, at this time of the year, that is absolutely what we wanted to hear, what we needed to hear. And I do look forward to these monthly sessions that we'll be having. Just a quick one. On the 4th of Feb, the Saturday, Vivian is hosting a masterclass. We are striving to professionalize our industry. We know, she said, that we can do network marketing as it is built into us in this concept of Ubuntu. So what she's doing is that we want to get together as networkers and stop treating our industry like a hype, but be systematic and build successful businesses. If you have missed the video that Jarrod had that spoke about why he hates network MLM, he called it, go look at that. And those are some of the things that we want to correct as well in our industry. So be there. It's the 4th of February, it's a Saturday. I've got all the details. You are more than welcome to send me an SMS, a WhatsApp, for me to send you the details of how to register for the session. My number, just to share with those, it is in Gauteng, it is in South Africa. We are looking at one day going online and maybe even traveling around to go to the different areas. But this first one, it is going to be in South Africa, in Midrand. The number is 083-292-9367. Please send me a message and I'll send you more information. You want to show up, you want to grow your business so that we can start being smart, right? Thank you, Vivian.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone. So see you all on the 4th. It's like what Maggie has said now. We want to change how network marketing has been done in Africa. And the only way we can do so is to have courses such as what Maggie has mentioned. We want to professionalize this industry. So if you want to learn more, you don't have to be in my team. But if you want to learn more about this profession and how you can do it better and differently, make sure you call Maggie on the number that has already been specified. I will also share the details on my Facebook. 70% of the seats are already sold out. It's only 30% that is remaining. All right. Thank you. Goodbye.